Hello everyone, today we have a build video for you and it's to do with the Daniels League event that is currently live on the Division 2. We streamed just a couple of nights ago and we put our times in for the speedruns. We had Federal Emergency Bunker, Manning National Zoo, Camp White Oak and Bank Headquarters to do. We put in some very good times, and on Federal Emergency Bunker we actually got in the top 2 on PlayStation, and when we went on to speedrunners.com we're in the top 10 in the world on that as well. It's a very quick time and a lot of you were asking what builds we were using. So we're not any speedrunners by any means. We can get through missions quite quickly, but these builds really did make it easy. So me and Penny were using a very similar build, which was a Hunter's Fury build. Paul was using just a glass cannon build because he never had one, but today I'm going to show you that build that I was using. A lot were asking about it, so I thought I'd do a video on it. Now if you do these speedrun missions in a 2 or a 3, these builds are absolutely perfect and they're very easy to make. So before we do get into it, please do hit like and share on this video to support it. Subscribe if you're new, and come and check out our community. We're actually doing events on this right now, and if you can beat my times you're going to get a community trophy. So come and check it out. The link's at the top of the video description. And one more thing, if you do want to see more action of this build, I am going to be uploading each of the speed runs that we did for each mission over on more GCROCK. That is again linked down in the video description. So here is the build. We're going to start with the specialization. I use the minigun. I guess you can use any specialization that you want to, but the reason why I use this is because the 10% armor on kill, that was very handy, especially when you're speedrunning. It enables you to take more damage, and the shield that I've got equipped as the skill I wasn't really using. That 10% armor on kill was very nice, especially when you're getting as many kills as you do with this build. Also, it increases your rate of fire by 5% after every kill for 5 seconds as well. That's quite handy, and you got some ammo upgrades too where you get some ammo back and stuff. So it's a very good specialization to use, but have a look at what you want to use. The grenade really doesn't matter. The primary weapon, I was switching between 2 of them. I was either using the chatterbox here or I was using the Lady Death. So we'll have a look at the chatterbox first. You can see it's got SMG damage, crit chance and crit damage on it, and you get the incessant shatter talents. So when you reload, the rate of fire is increased by 20% for each enemy within 15 meters for the duration of that magazine. The max stack is 5, and kills refill 50% of your magazine. You'll see if you watch some of the videos over on the More GCROCK channel just how well that works. It's absolutely insane, especially when you get that proc and you're just at a spawn and you camp in the spawn point. Everything is annihilated. It is so good. You never need to reload. It's insane. So I was using the chatterbox a lot because of that. I was told on stream that you had to reload within a certain distance of a team member. It doesn't mention anything about that there. I'm not 100% how that works, but I was also trying to do that with it as well. But the second weapon I'd use, like I said, was the Lady Death. So have a quick look at this. This would be more for like Manning National Zoo. I'd use this on the Federal Emergency Bunker, the final boss room, when I wasn't near my teammates, or I wasn't really spawn camping as much. I'm not sure. You'll figure out yourself which one's best to use, but this worked very well through parts of the speedruns. The Lady Death comes with SMG damage, critical hit chance, damage to armor, and you get the Breathe Free talent when moving. You gain 4 stacks per second or 8 stacks if sprinting, up to 32 stacks total. Each round fired consumes a stack, amplifying damage by 75%. Kills grant 20% movement speed for up to 10 seconds, which was very handy on the big mission like Manning National Zoo. This hits so much harder than a chatterbox, so unless you are proccing the chatterbox talent a lot, I'd definitely use the Lady Death instead, and don't get put off by the mag size. I know a lot of people do. It's insane. I was taking out multiple enemies with that 32 mag size. So they're the 2 weapons I was using on the build. The secondary I rarely used. I think I used it on Bank Headquarters the once, in the bit where the president's got to go up to the ladder onto the chopper. They're a little bit of range there, so I switched to the ACR to deal with them. But you can use any secondary that you want and any sidearm that you want as well. I've got the TDI card custom on there. But the build looks like this. It is 4-piece Hunter's Fury. We just go through the set very quickly for anyone new to the game really. For 2 pieces of Hunter's Fury, you're going to get shotgun damage and SMG damage. For 3 pieces, you get an armor on kill and 20% armor on kill, sorry, and 100% health on kill. So that stacks in with the gunner specialization, putting up to 30% armor on kill there. And for 4 pieces, you get the Apex Predator. So enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. This talent is absolutely incredible. It works very well, and it enables you to spawn camp quite quite a lot and deal with enemies very, very quickly, which makes this build perfect for speedruns if you want to use a build like this. Now, the only time this build kind of went against you was on like Federal Emergency Bunker in the final room where we were coming out the tunnel at the top. It was disorientating enemies, making them slower to come down sometimes. But other than that, absolutely perfect gear set. Now, I have it on the mask, gloves, knees, and holster, and I have weapon damage and critical hit damage rolled on every single piece. On the mask there, we got a critical hit damage mod as well. The chest piece that I'm using is a Sokolov chest piece. For obvious reasons, it gives me 10% SMG damage, which is what I'm using. The rolls there are weapon damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage with a 12% critical hit damage mod. The talent that I went with was Obliterate, but I was switching between this and Intimidate. I prefer Obliterate, where critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 25 times. So you're getting a lot of extra damage there. You're getting plenty of crits on the build, so it works very, very well. But Intimidate does also work. And the backpack I'm using, the Memento backpack, a lot of people will say this is more for solo play, but I threw it on anyway. And it works. You know, you get the weapon damage, the armor, and the skill tier there. I've got critical hit damage mod on it, and you get the kill confirmed talent. So enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides a buff, a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. So you can have like 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, 5% skill efficiency. But for every trophy collected, you gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds, maximum 30 stacks. So because you are spawn camping and you're running through the mission very, very quickly, you do pick up a lot of these trophies, and the backpack does work very well. You could switch that out for something else though if you wanted to. If you want some extra damage, although I don't feel it's needed on the build, you could go for a backpack with vigilance on. But yeah, that's up to you. That's how I did it though, and I really enjoyed the build as you saw in the stream. And the skills are up to you as well. I was running mainly Revive Hive and Pulse I was running during our speedrun attempts because we're pulsing out enemies. But a shield's always nice, especially if you don't go with the minigun and you don't have as much armor on kill. Maybe it's good to get up in the face of a shield. But any skills that you like, that you want to use, it doesn't really matter. But just before we do end, I will show you the stats on the build as well. If we have a look at the crit chance, it's at 48%, and the critical hit damage is at 152.7%. So the chance could be higher, of course. We could get it closer to the 60% cap, but I wasn't really noticing anything bad about not having the 60% cap. But that is the build. It was very, very fun. A lot of you have been asking to see it. We've shown it off a lot of times in the stream the other day, and you now have a video for it too. So I highly suggest putting this build together, giving these speedruns a go, and good luck in beating our times. If you are a member of our community, if you beat all 4 of our times during the next 2 weeks, you will get a community trophy. So good luck with that. If you're not a member of our community, make sure you do become one. The link is at the top of the video description. But this is the end of the video now. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support. Until next time, peace out.